Hi everyone and welcome to Drugstore Better Than High End, episode 8. There have been a lot of episodes and a lot of amazing products that have featured in those previous episodes, so if you haven't seen those videos already, I will link the playlist at the end of this video so you can check those out a little bit later on. But let's get on with this video today. These are all of the amazing, affordable products that I believe are either just as good as, or dare I say it, better than their high-end counterparts. Let's get on with it. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new videos on YouTube every single week and I would absolutely love it if at some point in this video you're finding it helpful or entertaining. Consider clicking on that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. So I'm going to kick it off with some of the products that I've already featured on my channel before. I've already spoken about them or I've already applied them, but they've never featured in a Drugstore Better Than High End video, and then move on to all the new stuff that I've never shared on my channel before, but I think are absolutely amazing. The first one actually featured in my products that blow my mind video. It's from BARRYM and it's the Fresh Face Cheek and Lip Tint in the shade Peach Glow. This is so nice. If you were ever a little bit tentative about trying a liquid or cream blush, this is the one that I would point you towards because one, it's super affordable. Looks a little scary on the back of the hand because it's seriously punchy in pigment. But this is a product that completely dries down into the skin. This does not leave a sticky residue on the surface. This does not slide off as the day goes on. This stays exactly where you put it and I love it. It looks slightly more coral on the back of my hand that it ends up when you blend it out. It's also extremely easy to work with. You do have to be careful how much you apply. That is the only tip that will help you out here, because once it's blended out, you can either blend it out with your fingers or with a brush, which is my favorite method of application. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Blends in beautifully into bare skin, so you don't have to have a full face of makeup with this product. You can apply it to bare skin just to give you a little bit of glow, a little bit of life to the cheek, make you look a little bit more awake, or you can apply it to a full face of makeup. I can also apply this on top of powder and it blends beautifully, and I never would have thought I would have been able to do that, but with this product I definitely can. This has also got aronia berry, vitamin C and hyaluronic acid within the formula, so a little bit of skincare. That is not the reason why I apply this to my skin, however it is an added bonus. So longevity up here, pigment up here, blendability up here, just absolutely stunning, and it's a non-drying formula which is perfect. Moving on to another product that featured in exactly the same video, products that blow my mind. This is from e.l.f. and it's the Brow Lift. I adore this product. It is amazing. This has excellent hold. This does not leave a massive shiny residue on the surface of the skin which then turns white over time, which I cannot stand in a brow gel. There's so many of them that do turn white and then you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror as you're out and think, I did not look like that earlier. What has happened? This does not go like that. So as you can see, this is heavily used. I use this every single day and I have some extremely high-end brow gels in my drawer and also in the pots that are situated over there. Ones that cost me an absolute fortune, and this is the one that I reach for, and it's super affordable, does the job, superior hold, just love it. Let's move on to another e.l.f. product that has been doing the rounds recently. If you haven't heard about this product, where have you been? I feel like I'm the only one that stayed quiet about this for a considerable amount of time because I really wanted to get to grips with the product, try the product out all sorts of different ways before I made my mind up whether I liked it more or less than the high-end counterpart. So there have been a lot of talk about this being a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm not quite sure I agree with that. It's a different consistency. Similarities with the bottle, but the doe foot applicator is much, much bigger on the more affordable version than on the high-end version, and I prefer the high-end version for that. Also, the ingredients completely differ, but when you have this side by side, one half of the face done, the other half of the face done, one affordable, one more expensive, you can't tell the difference. So I guess in that sense, it's a dupe, but all the other ways, not quite. The product in question is, of course, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is a really nice product, and like I said, side by side, you will not be able to tell the difference. The only problem for me is that the shade range in the e.l.f. Halo Glow is nowhere near as good and as wide and varied as the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. In fact, if you have really fair skin, you're probably not going to find a shade that suits your skin tone. The reason I like the Hollywood Flawless Filter's smaller doe foot applicator over the e.l.f. Halo Glow really large applicator is just for the fact that it just gives a little bit too much product either onto the back of your hand, or if you like to apply this directly to the face, just a little bit too much. And because of that, if you're not careful, it can look a little bit heavy, because both of these have a bit of coverage, and if you're putting foundation over the top or a tinted moisturizer over the top, or mixing these in with a tinted moisturizer or a foundation, it can just be a little bit too thick and heavy. So I would prefer slightly smaller. I mean, I'm reaching here, I'm being picky for the sake of being picky, but that's what I do on my channel. If I could have this with a smaller doe foot applicator, I would definitely choose that, but the difference in price, I'll take what I get. I've used this a lot, and had I used the fairest shade in the Flawless Filter, I may have been slightly disappointed with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. However, I don't. I go for shade 3, and shade 1 is a pretty good comparison for me, coming from shade 3 in the Flawless Filter. So if you're shade 2 in the Flawless Filter or shade 3, I would probably go for shade 1 in the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Let me show you the difference between shade 1 and shade 2 in the e.l.f. Halo Glow. So just to give you a comparison, the swatch on the top, which seriously blends into my skin tone, is the Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 3. The one in the middle is the e.l.f. Halo Glow in the shade 1, and the one underneath is the e.l.f. Halo Glow in the shade 2. So if you're my shade twin, I would definitely point you towards the e.l.f. Halo Glow in the shade 1, because that is the best match for me. I do like shade 2. I could probably get away with shade 2, but it is a little bit deep and very much on the warm side. So shade 1 all the way for me. Really love it. This is a nice consistency. This blends into bare skin really well. It mixes with other products beautifully. It applies very nicely. I don't see what's not to like. Really, really like it. Well done, e.l.f. Next product is a lip liner from NYX. Now, I am a huge fan of NYX lip liners. I've never made that a secret. I buy a lot of them. I like them in lots of different shades. I think my husband would say they are all the same shade. They are so not. There is a huge difference. I feel like I'm in The Devil Wears Prada now, talking about a cerulean belt. So different, and you know, you need things in different colors and shades, and I just think having an affordable product where you can go and feel like you can buy multiples rather than going to a high-end brand where one of them you're taking out another mortgage on your house, so you know you have to limit yourself slightly, I think is a much better option. I used to buy the slim pencils from NYX. They are amazing. I have so many. I have since found the most amazing alternative. I have no idea why I've not tried this before. Dare I say, I love it even more than the slim lip pencils from NYX. Let me just show you how this actually applies. Look how smooth that is. Smooth, creamy, soft, and it lasts. It's got great longevity. This is the shade, I can never remember what it's called. Born to Hustle. That is so me. Next product that I have to feature in this video are the Made by Mitchell liquid blushes. These are called Blursh. Little bit of blush. Absolutely love these. They are amazing. Now, these are slightly on the pricier end for a drugstore product, so more like Milani prices. They're £14 each. However, before you all come for me, these are often on offer on the Made by Mitchell website, so definitely check that website out. I will link these in the description box for you. These are stunning, and these have not been off my cheeks since I bought them, and I've not regretted ordering 2 shades, and I'm about to order several more. They have ultra pigmentation but blend out beautifully. You only need a dot if you apply this directly to the cheek. I tend to apply it on the back of my hand and then apply it with a brush onto my cheeks, then it doesn't frighten me. It's super easy to blend that way, and I'm not going in all the time trying to buff it out because I've applied too much. So I always like to apply it on the back of my hand. Look how gorgeous these shades are. So the top one is the best-selling shade Melon Sorbet, and the bottom swatch is Peach Sugar, which is the most gorgeous corally warm tone. There are so many shades to choose from, and Made by Mitchell have come out with an illuminating liquid blush as well, which I cannot wait to get my hands on. I will be placing another order. These blend out like a dream. They are punchy in the pigment. They last all day. I am going to struggle to get these off my hand. These are sweat resistant, these are humidity resistant, these are transfer resistant. I just think they are unbelievable quality regardless of the price. Some of my favorite products to apply to my skin at the moment. Absolutely adore them. Do you know this is how I should start my day every single day? Just talking about all the products that I absolutely love really gets me in a good mood. Let's move on to the next product. These I think have only just landed in the UK, and yet they've been around in the US for maybe a year now. I have been waiting for these to drop on my doorstep. Finally, I went into Boots the other day and these were on the shelf, so I was a super happy bunny. These are from Physicians Formula, and they are the Diamond Plumper Mineral Weep. It's Mineral Wear. Mineral Wear. Mineral Weep. Wake up, Gemma. Lip Plumper. So I picked these up in 2 different shades. There was a 3rd shade available that was completely clear with a little bit of sparkle in, but I did think I would get more use out of these 2 shades, which I've swatched on the back of my hand for you. So we've got Champagne Cushion Cut, and then underneath that we've got Pink Radiant Cut. Both of these are really subtle pigmentation, so not masses of difference between the 2, but when they're on the lips, it just gives that plumping effect because of the illuminating qualities of a little bit of sparkle within the tube. They're also not too sticky. They are a little bit sticky, but not more sticky than the Givenchy lip glosses, which I adore. Just those milky marble lip glosses that just, oh, so nice. These are around about the same consistency as the Givenchy glosses. So, you know, I am not complaining in the slightest. They are beautiful, hydrating, plumping. Again, if you are wearing your hair down and there's a gust of wind, your hair may get stuck in your lip gloss, but that's just a lip gloss issue. That's not a this product issue. It's, you know, all lip glosses in general have the same thing. So maybe put your hair up on those windy days. Moving on to another lip product, this time from Revlon. This is the Colorstay Matte Light Crayons. These feel so expensive, not only when you're first applying them, but all the way through the day. Slightly drying after continuous wear, but nothing to write home about. It is a matte lip crayon at the end of the day, so it is going to be slightly drying. I find all matte products just a little bit drying at least. This one just feels super expensive and it glides on the lip effortlessly. Just smooth, not a hint of patchiness in sight. Let me just show you how this actually applies, just so you can see. Just beautiful. really soft and not really buttery. It's like a velvet finish, just smooth, and I'm not sure I'm actually explaining myself very well here, but they feel expensive. Very expensive. Great longevity, they last an incredible amount of time. I wish it came, it does. I did not realize that. This comes with a sharpener. Now I feel stupid. So I was just about to say I wish this came with a sharpener and then I pulled the end off and it does. So this does come with a sharpener. Go me, I found it. Well done. So you can sharpen the top of this if you want to use this as a liner as well. Am I blushing? I'm very embarrassed. Should I edit that out? Of course not. Anyway, it's a really lovely product, and now I know I can use this as a liner as well as to fill the whole lip body in. And because it's really large, it's effortless to apply. It just fills in a lot of surface area very quickly. You're not there for ages like you are sometimes when you're using a lip liner. Really lovely product. And the final product in this video goes to Revolution Skin. This is the Shimmer Sun Protect Face Cream, and I adore this. You know, if you're wanting to apply a bit of an illuminating primer, but because of the consistency of a lot of illuminating primers, you're worried about disturbing your SPF that you've applied last in your skincare routine, because at the end of the day, protecting your skin is worth way more than a primer. As far as I'm concerned anyway, you may feel completely differently. This is one way of counteracting that issue that I often have. I may be the only one. This is sun protection and a little bit of a radiant primer all in one. So let me show you the consistency of this. Really loose consistency. It's still a cream, it's not a liquid, but it is quite loose. Really blends in very nicely. It doesn't sit on the surface of the skin like some sun creams. It is a chemical sunscreen, so if you don't like chemical sunscreens, you are not gonna like this, but it gives the most beautiful illuminating finish without having glitter particles within the product, which, you know, I don't like to look like a glitter ball. This does not send me like a glitter ball, but it's very illuminating and fresh looking. Very summery. It's alcohol free, it's fragrance and essential oil free. It's packed full of glycerin, and the SPF ingredients in here are octocrylene, avobenzone, ethyl hexyl salicylate, and also tinosorb S. Look at the beautiful radiance that's left on the surface of the skin, and it feels so lightweight and beautiful. They have really done well with this product, and I tend to use this all the time. I use it over the top of my regular SPF. You don't need to. If you apply the right amount of this, this will do for your sun protection as well as your primer. I just like to use it as an added bonus on top of my SPF because I'm like that, as you all know. So that's it for this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. As much as I love my high-end products, I think we're all looking for more affordable alternatives because we know things are going to get very expensive very, very soon. So if I can point you in the direction of those products that I hope that you will absolutely love, and the quality of those products is up here, then I am more than happy to do so. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the previous videos in the playlist that I've listed for you over here. There are some amazing products in all of those videos. I really hope you find it helpful. Hope to see you all again in the next video. Bye everyone.